So let's take a look at how to study for a test. To some kids this is really obvious, and to others something that doesn't come as easily. So let's take a look at the key components to study for the test. The test itself, by far the most important thing, is to find out what's on the test, what is going to be asked of you. Some teachers will give out a review sheet or even a list of what's going to be on the test. And some students don't realize how important that is, but that's the most important piece because you want to prepare for what's going to be on the test so you can use your time most efficiently. So the most important part is what's on the test. Once you know what's on it, you then want to study it. And different types of tests require different kinds of studying. For example, in history, you might ask somebody to quiz you, and then you'll see if you know the thing you're going to be asked about, whether it's certain dates of the Revolutionary War or whatever. And you'll know, you either know it or you don't know it. Something like math or science, though, can be a little bit more interesting because with a math or a science test, you need to not just kind of recognize it when someone asks you, but really be able to do it. So a lot of people don't realize that when you're studying for a math test, you really, really have to do the drills. You want to redo the questions. So for math, do the drills. You want to do them out. Don't just look at it and say, yeah, I could do that. But you need to do the drills out and then check your answers and see if you got it right. If you did, move on. If you didn't get it right, redo it until you can get it right. Find out if you had made a careless error or where you had gone wrong. Because with math, it's not just about understanding the concept, but it's actually about being able to follow it through, avoid careless errors, follow the whole process, and get a final answer.